week marks 1 year since Roe v. Wade fell and abortion bans took hold in several states, including Missouri. In a survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation, 68% of OBGYNs say Dobbs worsened their ability to manage pregnancy-related emergencies, leading to worse outcomes for patients. Senior I-Team reporter Jessica McMaster examines the case of a local woman who was denied emergency care after her water broke prematurely.
At 41 years old, Melissa Farmer was pregnant with a baby girl, a dream come true for the first-time mom-to-be. But that dream ended when Farmer's water broke prematurely. Even though doctors acknowledged Farmer faced life-threatening complications, no one would help her.
Melissa Farmer remembers the day she and her now husband first found out they would soon be called by a new name, Mom and Dad.
It was just the most beautiful moment. We actually didn't even sleep that night.
Pregnant with a baby girl they planned to name Maeve.
She was named after a warrior queen.
But on an August morning in 2022, at just under 18 weeks, something jolted Farmer awake.
I woke up to a gush of fluid and I knew something was wrong.
Farmer and her boyfriend drove to the nearest emergency room, Freeman Hospital in Joplin. There, doctors confirmed Farmer's water broke prematurely. The baby girl Farmer carried for weeks would not survive.
There are no words for that level of shock and disbelief. It's almost like you're outside of your own body experiencing the worst horror movie of your life.
A horror movie that spanned the course of 3 days as Farmer faced life-threatening complications.
We were facing blood loss, we were facing infection, blood clots. She began to inform me the symptoms of sepsis and what I would experience.
Scary stuff.
Very, very scary stuff. Things that I did not want to go through.
Things got worse.
At the same time, she said that the only way to correct this is to terminate the pregnancy, but that they could not do that because the law wasn't clear enough, that we still had a heartbeat.
Her doctor had just one piece of advice.
She just said, take this time to get out of the state.
Farmer and her boyfriend made the drive from Joplin to one of Kansas City's most prestigious hospitals, University of Kansas Health System, located in Kansas.
They offered us two options, that they would be able to either deliver or give us a surgical option.
An opportunity to grieve the loss of baby Maeve without the fear of losing her own life.
I can't even begin to tell you, that was the thing that we needed the most, was to say goodbye and hold her. About 15 minutes later, the doctor comes back and tells us that none of the options were available, that the legal team said that it's too politically heated in this environment right now, and that I needed to return to my regional hospital and wait.
It is just a matter of time before someone dies.
Yvonne Lindgren, associate professor of law at UMKC Law School, says cases like Farmer's are playing out all across the country. Several women are suing the state of Texas for being denied abortion care despite facing serious medical complications. One woman nearly died and can now no longer have children. As for Farmer, a federal investigation determined both hospitals broke the law by denying her emergency care. It also found University of Kansas Health System placed Farmer in immediate jeopardy. How things went so wrong, Lindgren points to the subjectivity of the word emergency and the consequences doctors now face if they get it wrong.
How close to death does a patient have to be? Is it 100%? Is it a 30 to 50% chance?
How close to death? A stunning evaluation, medical malpractice, no longer the greatest fear, but rather criminal prosecution.
They are much more willing to defend against a malpractice suit than against a criminal prosecution. And so what's happened is that the safety valve of medical malpractice is no longer an effective tool.
While back in Joplin, Farmer got a call from a clinic in Illinois willing to help. She and her boyfriend got in the car again, 75 hours after her water broke. They made the long drive to a third state where they could finally say goodbye to their daughter.
Losing our daughter was the hardest thing I've ever done, but at the same time, to have my own life and my own health be denied was exceptionally tragic.
The University of Kansas Health System provided us a statement saying the care provided to the patient was reviewed by the hospital and found to be in accordance with hospital policy. The federal investigation determined that was not the case. The secretary for the U.S. Department for Health and Human Services also addressed the violations found in Farmer's case, saying, fortunately, this patient survived, but she never should have gone through the terrifying ordeal she experienced in the first place. For the I-Team, I'm Jessica McMaster, KSHB 41 News.